Ghost of Yotei will feature a less repetitive open world. The announcement of Ghost of Yotei was undoubtedly the highlight of September's State of Play. Fans certainly weren't expecting to see the long-awaited sequel of Ghost of Tsushima pop up on that broadcast. After all, Ghost of Tsushima was Sony's fastest-selling new IP when it launched back in 2020, not to mention Sucker Punch's best-selling game, going on to sell over 13 million copies to date. It did so well that Sony immediately fast-tracked a movie adaptation, which is being handled by none other than John Wick director Chad Stahelski. Usually, Sony's big first-party reveals are reserved for PlayStation Showcase events, but fans aren't exactly going to look at this particular gift horse in the mouth. In fact, they're already eager to learn more details about Ghost of Yotei. Thankfully, developer Sucker Punch shared a few little tidbits about this sequel in an interview published on the New York Times. Creative director Jason Connell said that one of the changes compared to Ghost of Tsushima will be a less repetitive open world. One challenge that comes with making an open world game is the repetitive nature of doing the same thing over again. We wanted to balance against that and find unique experiences. Indeed, it could be argued that Ghost of Tsushima's main flaw was its repetitiveness, while the stunning visuals and memorable story and characters were its highlights. It is a flaw that the game admittedly shared with many open-world games, so if Sucker Punch can truly improve in this area, Ghost of Yotei could be elevated far above many of its peers. Interestingly, the developers also teased that the game will be a tale of underdog vengeance for protagonist Tatsu, voiced by Erika Ishii, who will be one of the female voices for Dragon Age, the Veilguard's main character and has worked on many big games before, from Apex Legends to Destiny 2. Players will even have more control over her story, which could be taken as a hint that choices may be available at certain points of the plot. Lastly, we learned that firearms will be available as weapons, which makes sense as Ghost of Yotei is set in 1603, over 300 years after the events of Ghost of Tsushima.